Welcome to Eden and Amadeus, the podcast. Oh, we've got some great special guests today.
You're going to hear from our sit down with Dan and Shay. We wanted to make sure to get that into you before the end of the year because of their big Christmas album, and they talked about that. And we also sat down with Zach Top, who is instrumental right now in what has become a shift towards that 90s honky-tonk country music sound. He is probably one of the first to have a huge hit.
Yeah, I agree.
With a song that sounds like that. He's not obviously the first one or leading the way in that, but he would say that himself, you'll hear. But he definitely has had a great success, and now he's going to be opening up for Alan Jackson, which is cool.
I mean, like, that's his idol. There's been this thing ever since, remember that song Joe Diffie? I believe it was Jason Aldean. There's been this thing where people have been dropping in, like, 90s references and artists and lines from 90s songs. But this guy, Zach Top, he's like full on. His album is so full-on 90s and fun. I love it so much.
And he's a lot of fun, and he's very country. He did the whole hat tipping thing, blew me away. And, you know, it's funny because people who have been in country music for a long time, you're going to hear me reference him tipping his hat. We just aren't accustomed to people in cowboy hats in these parts. It's baseball caps. You know, we are South, you know, we're Florida. Yeah. We're the South. We're country. We're not cowboy hats. We're not Texas. We're not, you know, so we don't see it as much. For some people, I mean, of course, you take off your hat or you tip your hat to a lady, but we don't see it.
It's Bass Pro. Yeah. It's, you know, it's camouflage, duck hunting hats, things like that. So, it was fun to see that in Nashville.
Yeah, it was really fun. And I'm sure, as I mentioned, a lot of the country DJs that we were with at this event we attended where we got to talk to all of these artists were probably par for the course. Another cowboy coming through, but we just don't ever really experience it here in Florida. We'll also have our recap of the Battle of the Sexes. But let's talk about a couple of the topics that graced our show today on the radio, because everybody poops. Everybody does. There's even a child's book called Everybody Poops. And the concept that we discussed was first, it kind of kicked off with the New York Times or the New York Post yesterday doing a story about a doctor saying if you moo like a cow, it does things in your body that will make you have to go if you're constipated.
So if you literally, I'm going to do it. If you literally like go, moo, like that?
Yeah. I guess
like that's supposed to be doing something like physiologically
something physiological. Okay. I don't want to get into the science behind it.
Yeah.
Just as I don't want to get into the science behind why when I walk into Home Goods or Michael's or, you know, Hobby Lobby or TJ Maxx,
see, that's
Marshalls,
crazy to me.
I have to go. It's just, and I'm not alone in this. There are numerous articles, if you Google this concept, that tie it back to a study or something that happened in Japan with bookstores where people were realizing they would walk in and they would immediately get the urge. And so we're asking on our radio station Facebook page if you have this experience, and if so, what store it is. Target seems to be leading the way.
Do you think this seems to be a more female thing?
I bet it is.
Because
let's take a look right now. I'm going to just pull while you talk among yourself.
Okay,
right now you talk. I want to pull up and see what if the people that are commenting are female.
I'll tell you, like when my mom lives a few hours away. Whenever I go to visit her, Home Goods is her number one favorite store, and where she lives, connected to the Home Goods, is a TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I'm not sure which one. I go there all the time. We go to the Hobby Lobby after that. Then we go to Walmart, sometimes Target. We'll be out for maybe 4 or 5 hours, and I never once feel the urge. And I go into all these stores.
We have a couple of guys that have commented with stores, though. David said Walmart or Costco. Ethan said Winn-Dixie. But then it's all females the rest of the way, other than the guys that are chiming in to say, like, I'm with you, Amadeus. This says Eden written all over it. Stephanie says bookstores or Hallmark. Courtney says Target. Megan says Target. Lindsay says any store that's just super crowded for whatever reason. That sounds like an anxiety issue there.
Yeah. So for the guys that did comment, I think all three of them were grocery stores.
It seems that way.
Yeah. So I wonder if it's
food related.
Food related. I don't know. It's weird. I'm one of those people. I have a difficult time going outside of like my comfort zone, whether it's my house or if I'm staying in a hotel or whatever. But I never ever get the urge to go anywhere.
For me, I think it's almost more of like an excitement. Like when I walk into one of those stores, it's almost like a crack your knuckles, roll up your sleeves, let's go. And then it's like, oh,
and that
every
makes you
part
have
of me
to
is
go?
on edge.
Oh my
like
gosh.
every part of me wakes up.
That is.
The game has begun. Let's go.
I guess because I don't experience it, I don't get it.
That's because you're being dragged there.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's dragging someone there.
Maybe so. But another thing that we talked about off the air was, and this is such a weird conversation to have.
I know.
But there was this thing that Oprah learned about from Dr. Phil. And this is going way back. Even before he had his own show. He used to be on her show a lot, just like as a guest. And she mentioned that she had this thing where she couldn't go when she was traveling, like in a hotel or whatever. And he said, yeah, that is a medical term. It's basically called travel constipation. And when you're not home and you're traveling, when you're in an environment that you're not comfortable in, you can go 3, 4, 5 days without having to go number 2. And I've experienced that so many times. Now, I go to Orlando a lot, especially at Universal. When I go to a Universal hotel, I literally feel like I'm at home and I have no problem.
Oh, goody.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
What?
Housekeeping is so happy to hear that down at Universal.
Don't make me the weird one.
No, I know. You're right. You're correct. That is fair.
I mean, I just found it interesting.
Fair.
That whole travel constipation thing versus, you walk into a Home Goods and you got to go. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know how clean this is or who went before. If every woman in there's got to go, like.
Well, you think I only talk about bathroom stuff with you, but literally when Dan and Shay joined us in Nashville, the very first thing they got to hear was the fact that you were making me hold it in until they arrived. I had to go, in this case, it was Tinkle. I had to go, and you were like, don't move. I see Dan and Shay. They're making their way over here. If you leave, you know they're going to pick us next. And sure enough, I held it in, and as you're about to hear, it was the first thing. I couldn't hold it back. As soon as they sat down, I was like, oh, thank goodness you're here. I had to go to the bathroom. Listen, you'll hear it. Guess who's here? Finally, I get to go to the bathroom after this. I wasn't allowed to go until Dan and Shay joined us. So hi, guys.
Good to see y'all.
I got to tell you,
make you wait to go to the bathroom.
That's okay. You're totally worth it. You're totally worth it.
Yeah,
no one else
going.
tells you anything else today. That's what
I gotta go. Wait. Just wait till they come.
Just wait. You guys, your Christmas album. Holy cow.
I'm so excited. I was following the Instagram, like the countdown almost, all the little clues.
We were teasing it for sure.
You were teasing it, but we were like, this is the worst kept secret because we know what's coming, and it's officially Christmas.
Yes, it is. Maybe a little early. October 18th, we put out the album. It's a short window. You got to capitalize on it. People always ask, when is it officially Christmas? We say November 1st, like
we
right after
too.
Halloween.
Yeah,
you know,
we
11:59.
We're okay with that.
Ditch the costumes, trees going up, Dan and Shay singing it's officially Christmas. It's on.
So I got to tell you, for me, from this point on, it will always be a Christmas once I play your album.
I
pre-ordered it. I'm so excited about it. Parson Brown is one of the best songs. So creative, so thoughtful and fun. I love that song.
Thank you, brother. That's one of my favorites too. I love that song, man. It's so much fun to be able to be a part of this like Christmas season where it's just like, man, I feel like forever Dan and Shay is going to be synonymous with Christmas. And that makes me very, very happy.
The video where the whole family was on the stairs and you guys were doing you were in Halloween costume and then boom, it's Christmas.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
You like my
I had to take a picture of him holding that mic.
I got this was like holding one of those candle stands, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's holding it like a waiter's about to bring us like a tree of something. Like
pretty
a
impressive,
sushi
though.
tree.
This is about to serve up some knowledge.
Can you get that higher, Shay? You've been working out. Let's see.
What's your favorite of the traditional songs that you guys did?
Oh my goodness, there's so many good ones. I would say the Christmas song for me is my favorite.
That's a jam. Silent Night, I would say.
Yeah.
Just two of our voices a cappella.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Powerful. Awesome. Singing it like we would be singing. We're in church right now, just like we'd be in church on Christmas
and
Eve.
so brilliant to give us 10 classics and then is it 11 new ones or
y'all got it down, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was seriously, I'm such a huge fan of Christmas and Christmas music. I was counting down for this album. I was so excited.
That's
it's about time, honestly, don't you think?
Made the fans wait.
We made them wait for 10 years. Every year they'd be we'd tease it could this be the year we put out a Christmas album, and it was never the year we put out a Christmas album. But no, I feel like you have to get this right the first time. I feel like for if it's a normal album, if you put out the album and your album cycle is like a year and a half long, and you have some songs that stick around forever, but a Christmas album is so different. You have to get it right the first time. You get your first Christmas album once. It's not like you're going to we're not doing another one next year.
You guys got it right. You guys got it. It was amazing.
For sure. Thank you guys, Dan and Shay. Thank you for being with us.
We're actually going to do 20 more minutes if that's okay.
I will. You tell Charlotte.
It was so great talking with them, and I'm just stoked that their Christmas album is such a huge hit.
For the last several weeks, ever since that album came out, and they did like a little countdown on their Instagram page. They were like teasing, we got a big surprise coming. And they would show like a studio. I think we talked about the studio with the decorations. Like, come on, guys, this isn't a surprise. We know what's coming. But that album is so dang good. And when I just hear their names, I just start singing, "It's officially Christmas." Like, that's in my head.
Zach Top was another one of the Nashville celebs that sat down with us, and when he walked over and tipped his hat, I about fell out. The man, Zach Top, is here. When we found out you're coming to town, your show sold out so fast that nobody knew you were coming to town until it was too late.
No kidding.
I mean, we don't mind because we're giving away tickets, and now everyone loves us for that.
That's for sure.
But look at you.
Well, we're just trying. I don't know. They ain't figured it out yet. I don't know why they're still coming out, but I'm glad they are.
You're not just trying, you're succeeding. And the theater you're playing at, you'll be the very first performer ever to play at this theater.
Oh, no kidding. Is it brand new?
A brand new theater.
Oh,
it's
beautiful.
called 5 in Riverside.
Yeah.
And that's another reason we're super excited, because you're kind of like kicking this thing off for this venue.
That's very exciting. I'm glad we get to kind of, wet the whistle for everybody.
Absolutely.
I wish everybody was sitting right here right now, because this is what you did, and I know you do it, and I know you do it, but you probably don't even know when you're doing it. He tipped his hat and gave me a little wink. It was like Santa Claus. It was super cute, very sweet.
Well, thanks. I'm glad it works.
It's your country charm.
I guess.
The tip of the hat. Like, I think a lot of people wear a cowboy hat and they don't work it like you do.
Yeah, you got to work it, Yeah. Otherwise, you just look goofy in it.
Well, hey, you're working it.
we got to talk about your music, your single, like everything. Like I feel like there's a turn right now happening in country music, and I feel like you are kind of like leading that turn.
You're leading it. You are.
Yeah, I just feel lucky I ended up in the right place at the right time, because it's, I think country's always been kind of cyclical. It gets out, to one side or the other a little bit, and then, at some point people kind of get to where, we should go back to the roots and the traditions, that we came up on, and so I think I just happened to come along at the right time, and I'm glad folks are loving the music.
It's funny, we were talking to Oak Ridge Boys a little earlier.
Yeah.
They use that exact same word, cyclical. Like everything comes around, it goes around, it comes back around.
Absolutely.
And I think, again, you're just spearheading it, and we love it. Sounds like the radio. Wow. Like every time it starts, I get super excited.
Oh, well, thank you. I love that song. It's funny. When we wrote that thing, that was 3, maybe 4 years ago. I can't remember exactly, but it was when the day we wrote it, when we got done with it and made a little work tape, just me and the guitar, it was like, dang, that sounds like that could be a first radio single potentially.
Absolutely.
What do you know? It turned out to be. So,
and now you're going on tour with Alan Jackson. How excited are you?
Oh, I'm pumped. It'll be awesome. I feel like that'll be a really cool. Obviously, he was a big hero of mine, big influence on my music. And
your mustache
growing on. Yeah, exactly, and the mustache too.
Absolutely.
And so it'll be fun to be kind of a little passing of the torch moment. I feel like for his last tour and me just kind of getting started. I'm really grateful that we got the call to go out on that tour.
I love that for you.
Thanks.
I love it.
What a good time.
I cannot wait to see that guy live in concert. He's going to be here in Jacksonville on March 5th at this new club called 5 in Riverside, and I'm super, super pumped. It's going to be like 1994 all over again.
Yeah, Will. All right, everybody, it's time now for us to revisit the Battle of the Sexes.
This is a Battle of the Sexes replay.
Here we go, Monday morning Battle of the Sexes.
Help me welcome our returning champion from Arlington. It's Stephanie.
And here to take Stephanie on from the beaches, it's Andy. And Andy, just for playing today, you got a pair of tickets. No, you got 4 tickets, actually, to Rodeo Jacksonville at the Equestrian Center.
Hey, okay.
All right, guys, today we're doing a 4-letter words quiz. These are all words we can say on the radio. First question goes to our returning champion, Stephanie. This 4-letter word is where you put things while you shop.
Cart.
Yeah, in your cart, absolutely. That's one for you.
Okay, Andy, this is what a pirate calls his friend.
Mate.
Yes, 1-1. Stephanie, this is another word for destiny.
Hope.
No, we're looking for fate on that one. That's your destiny, which is a break for you, Andy.
All right, Andy, 500 sheets of paper is called what?
A ream.
Nice. 1-2. Stephanie, you got to get this one right to tie it up. Stephanie, the only planet that fits this category.
Mars.
Yes, 2-2.
Wow.
But Andy, if you get this one right, you're today's champion.
All right, Andy, another name for a killer whale is?
Orca.
We got a brand new champion in Andy.
Congratulations.
This is a Battle of the Sexes replay.
Here we go, Tuesday morning, Battle of the Sexes, back for his day number 2. Let's welcome in from the beaches, it's Andy.
Okay, and today's challenger, all the way from Arlington. Give it up for Cherish.
And Cherish, just for playing today, you've got 4 tickets to Rodeo Jacksonville at the Equestrian Center, January 4th and 5th.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Guys, today it's a slogans quiz. It's candy slogans. We're going to give you the slogans of some candy. You tell us what candy we're talking about. First question goes to our returning champion, Andy.
Okay, Andy, what strawberry-flavored licorice uses the slogan, makes mouths happy?
Twizzlers.
One
That
for
is
you.
correct.
All right, Cherish, what company makes the Great American Chocolate Bar?
Willy Wonka.
No, we're looking for Hershey's. That's a break for
Oh.
you, Andy.
All right, Andy, 2 for me and none for you is one of the slogans of this dual bar treat.
Twix.
Yeah, it is
Wow.
Twix. If that was a guess, that was a good one. 2-0. Cherish, you got to get this one right to stay in the game. Cherish, give me a break was a slogan used by this multi-bar chocolate-covered wafer treat.
Kit Kat.
That's right, 2-1. But if you get this one right, Andy, the game's over.
All right, Andy, for 40 years, Get the Sensation has been the slogan for this round, chocolate-covered, refreshing treat.
York Peppermint Patty.
my
yes,
goodness.
indeed.
Yeah.
This is a Battle of the Sexes replay.
Here we go, Wednesday morning, Battle of the Sexes, back for his day number 3. Let's welcome in from the beaches. It's Andy.
And taking on Andy today, welcome to you, Laura.
And Laura, just for playing today, you've got 4 tickets to Rodeo Jacksonville. It's coming to the Equestrian Center on January 4th and 5th. All right, guys, today it's a black and white movies quiz. All of the answers are going to have either the word black or white in the title of the movie. First question goes to our returning champion, Andy.
Andy, the classic 1954 Universal monster movie about a fish man discovered in the Amazon.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Correct.
1 for you. All right, Laura, released in 1937, this is Disney's first full-length animated feature.
I don't know.
Oh, we're looking for Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. That's a break for you. You can pull ahead with this one, Andy.
And remember, black or white will be in the title if that helps. Andy, this comedy from 1992 starred Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson as street.
White man can't jump.
Oh my
Correct.
2-0. But right now, you can get one with this one,
You know,
Laura.
I get paid by the word, Andy, and that really hurt that you cut me off.
Laura, this comedy from 1997 starred Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones as secret agents protecting Earth from aliens.
Men in Black.
There it is.
Yeah, we got a 2-1. But Andy, if you get this one right, the game's over.
Andy, released in 2000. This sci-fi horror film starred Vin Diesel as Riddick, an anti-hero with enhanced night vision.
I don't know.
That's called Pitch Black.
That's a break for you, Laura. If you give this one up, you can tie it up. Laura, released in 2010, this drama starred Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis as ballerinas competing for the lead in a ballet production.
Black Swan.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a tied score.
All right, the two of you, the first to shout out the answer is our winner. And you're not going to hear each other. And yes, you can cut me off if you want to. In a 2004 comedy, where are Harold and Kumar going for a late...
White Castle.
Oh my God, that was so close.
So
but
close. I think Andy beat
got
her out.
it.
Yeah.
Let's listen back in slow-mo.
White Castle.
All right, Andy.
That was Andy.
Yeah, that was Andy for sure. Andy's back tomorrow.
This is a Battle of the Sexes replay.
Here we go. Thursday morning, Battle of the Sexes back for his day number 4. Let's welcome in from the beaches. It's Andy.
And to take on Andy this morning from the South Side, welcome to you, Laura.
And Laura, just for playing today, you've got 4 tickets to Rodeo Jacksonville. That's coming to the Equestrian Center on January 4th and 5th.
That's great. Thank you.
All right, guys, today we're doing a foul language quiz. Now, all of the answers are going to have either like a bird or the word bird in the answer. For example, if I said a husband who's dominated by his wife is said to be what, you would say henpecked.
because a hen is a kind of bird. Got it?
I was going to say smart.
Oh, you got jokes.
Yes, happy
All right.
wife, happy life, Andy. You're
First-
a good man.
First question goes to our returning champion, Andy.
Andy, this word is slang for a person who's been locked up, especially over and over.
A jailbird?
Yes.
One for you. All right, Laura. According to a famous saying, this is who gets the worm.
Oh, the early bird.
Sure.
1-1.
Andy, someone who is in denial is said to have their head buried in the sand like this bird.
Ostrich?
Yep.
2-1. All right, Laura. If you're very wise, you could be compared to this bird.
An owl.
Yeah.
2-2.
Andy, when you're really organized, you're said to have these in a row.
Ducks.
Yep.
3-2, but you can tie it up with this one, Laura. These are the tiny wrinkles at the corners of your eyes.
Oh, crow's feet.
All right, we've got a tie game.
The first of you to shout out the answer is going to win. You will not be able to hear each other. If you overcome a defeat, you are said to rise from the ashes.
Phoenix.
Yes.
Phoenix.
Andy got it.
Andy
Yeah.
got it again.
This is a Battle of the Sexes replay.
Here we go. Friday morning, Battle of the Sexes, back for his day number 5 and maybe a $100 bill. Let's welcome in Andy.
And to take him on today, hopefully give him a run for his money that he's maybe going to win. From Mandarin, it's Brittany.
And Brittany, just for playing today, you've got 4 tickets to Rodeo Jacksonville. It's going to be at the Equestrian Center January 4th and 5th. All right, guys, today is Leftovers Day. These are all questions from past battles that didn't make it on the air. First question goes to our returning champion, Andy.
Andy, this is from our 4-letter words quiz, meaning it will have 4 letters of the answer. He is the captain from the novel Moby Dick.
Ahab.
Yes.
All right, one for you. Brittany, also from our 4-letter words quiz, the building where coins are made.
Oh, no.
Too much time, we were looking for mint. That's a break for you, Andy.
Andy, from our candy slogans quiz, which candy bar's slogan is, "You're not you when you're hungry"?
Snickers.
All right, 2-0, but you can get one with this one. Brittany, also from our candy slogan, unexplainably juicy is the slogan of what popular chewy treat?
Starburst.
Yes.
Correct. Yay. Woo.
2-1, but Andy, if you get this one right, the game is over.
This is from our Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader quiz. Which of the Great Lakes is the largest?
Superior.
Okay,
Yeah,
there
baby,
it is.
yeah.
Merry Christmas to you, Andy. Well, there you have it, everyone. Have a great week, and we look forward to talking to you next week.